Hey guys, this is going to be a little video on how to use Git with multiple branches, multiple people utilizing the branches and so forth. So let's get started. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to start a basic project in Xcode for the example of what we're trying to accomplish here. I'm going to do next, I'll call it sample iOS app. I'll keep everything the same. This is not a lesson on how to code. It's just a lesson on creating a sample application. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to uncheck create Git repository on Mac because I think that's going to mess us up for what we're trying to accomplish. Let's see here. I'm going to create a new folder and I'll call it sample app 2 and I'll throw it in here. Do not check that. Click create. Perfect. All right. So this is the starting point. There's nothing to it. I'm not going to add anything to it right now. I'm just going to keep it as is. Let me locate it real quick, just so I can find it for testing iOS. Boy, what did I call it? All right, let's see here. Sample iOS app. So let's just query it real quick. There we go. There we go. All right, cool. Want to see where it's at. So I have my file. I know where it's at now. So that's what I wanted to ensure about. So let me go into out here and type in terminal, and that is my API running. So let me create a new window. And let's do this. And let's go to a directory. Let's do documents /git. All right, let me see what I have out there. All right. It's sandbox, so I'm gonna make a new directory and call it my sandbox because the other one is actually something else. I'll go back and delete it later. So I'll cd into my sandbox. All right, so I'm in there. All right, perfect. So let me put this over here. I need to get access to this. So I set up an environment. So if you got the Point Park University, there's this out here. It's just temporarily for me to show you how to do this. So I'm gonna go right here and copy this. And let me find my darn terminal. There it is. I'm gonna do a Git Clone. Perfect. Do an ls. Here's my sandbox. Here's my environment. It matches this. Is right here. So I'm gonna do a cd sandbox. Perfect. All right. So let's talk about branches real quick. If I do git branch, that's my local branch, master default. If I do git branch -a, that's remote branch. I only have master out there. So how do you create a new branch? Which I see that you guys have already did. Someone out here at Point Park University. Out the Android, I see that Sammy and Abram created a branch. So these two people created branches. So assume that you guys know how to do that. So this might just be a reiteration. So in order to create a branch, I would come out here and I would type this in. So let's say that I know you guys call it your name branch. That's fine. So I'll just keep with that content. We'll say Riley branch. Perfect. And then I'll go with, let's see what else we had. Nick's branch. I'm just going to use you guys since you haven't created one. And then I am going to, what else? Who else do we need to do? Nick's branch, Riley's branch. I spelled Riley wrong probably. And Star's branch, Gavin. Perfect. All right, so we got 3 branches here. Let me use these 3 branches, and we have our master branch. Now we need a dev branch. The dev is going to be where you guys push your code at. It's going to be no one's going to push to the master branch. So if anything, don't ever push to the master. We'll set one person will be the master person that has access to push to master. For now, let's just keep it in dev for development. So we have 3 people right here. So Gavin, Nick, and Riley. Perfect. So it's automatically going to be on the master branch right now. So what I want to do is, before I put my code into the branch, I don't want to put on a master branch. I want to make sure that I'm off that branch and I'm either in Riley's branch or Nick's branch or whatever. So first thing that you need to do is do it, because we already know that we don't have this. So we need to do a Git Pull Origin. And what we're doing is we're pulling all these branches remotely down and make sure they're available. So if I do a Git branch -a, I can see those remote branches. Now if I do a Git branch, I should only see master. All right, so the only time that we're going to see those other branches is when we check it out for the initial time. So when you check it out, you can do Git checkout -b, but moving forward, once you have it, you'll always do Git checkout. Okay, so let's say that Nick's branch first. So what we'll do is we'll do a Git checkout -b. We'll say Nick's branch. This is going to be his local branch. So we're going to name his local branch Nick's branch. You want to make sure the names are the same. It makes it easier. You can call it Nick's local branch, but I tried to keep it the same. And then, because the difference is origin. So I'll say origin, which is remote, Nick's branch. Perfect. So you see right here, I switched to Nick's branch. So let me clear all this because it's getting messy. Now if I get branch, I should have 2 branches, Nick's branch and master branch. So my 2 local branches are right here. Now since I checked it out, I'm going to be defaulted into that branch. And that's fine. That's what I want to do. All right. So I hope you're with me right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out to this directory and copy this file. Now we know that we're in here. We need to copy it to this directory. This is our Git branch. Okay. So let me go out here real quick. And we see that's in the documents folder. We see it's in the application testing folder. We see it's in the sandbox folder. Okay. And we see it's in iOS. And we see, oops, this right here. We see sample app 2. Perfect. So we just want to grab this right here, sample app iOS. I'm going to copy this. Perfect. All right, so now I'm going to go back to my documents folder, and I want to go to my Git folder. And I have sandbox, and I have sandbox JSON. That's not what I want, is it? I have my sandbox is what I want to go to. Oh, right there, my sandbox. Perfect. There we go. So there's my Git right there. I'm going to paste this file in here. And give it a second. All right, so now let's do a Git status. There we go. We have it right here. And the reason I didn't do when you create the shell file for iOS, don't check that Git. Because what happens is, I noticed Apple will use its own Git system that's embedded within Apple, and then it messes us up, and then we can't do what we need to do. So I'm going to git add everything. I'm going to do a Git status, we should have a green. Perfect. We're going to do a Git commit, adding shell, iOS shell. Perfect. All right. And then we commit it, and now we need to push to the remote branch. So git push origin. That's all you have to do is type origin. It should push it out. Oh, geez, here we go. What's it say, Jeff? I don't have access to push. Are you kidding me? I do have access. Oh, I don't. All right, that's fine. So we can fix that. I forgot to add myself as a collaborator. That might help, right? All right. So make sure you don't do what I did. You guys are smarter than I am. All right, so let's add myself. Yep. So let me go and find that email real quick. So I need to go in incognito mode. Office. So bear with me for a moment or two. Got the email. Going to accept it. This is what happens when I accept it. Accept the invitation. perfect. So now hypothetically, I could try this again and it might work. All right, perfect. So that didn't take long. So now we'll go back out the sandbox. We go out to the branch called Nick's branch. Ta-da. Nick has code in there. This is perfect. Perfect. This is awesome. All right, perfect. So this is good. So now what has to happen is he has it in his branch. That's step number one. Now when he's done with his job, he's created the shell. So in order for other people to get it, we need to pass it up to the dev branch. So we need to merge it up to the dev branch, okay? So this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna try to make life easier for you guys. So, where is my folder at? Where is he at? Where's me folder at? Oh, geez. Here we go. Playing a game called. I lost my folder. All right. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go to documents. I'm going to go to my Git folder. Maybe. What am I doing? Yep. Oh, there we go. It blew up on me. Sandbox. Not that one. My sandbox. Sandbox. All right. So. All right. Drill into this again. This right here is the app. So I'm going to copy this. I'm going to go back to, and I'm going to create a backup of this real quick. So I'm going to call this BAK. Just temporarily backup. Paste it in here. So just remember that. All right, so now what we need to do is we need to check out, let's clear this real quick. We need to check out the dev branch. Now, we know that if we do git branch, we only have these two branches and we're currently on Nick's branch. If we do git branch -a, we know dev exists. So we need to check it out for the first time. Do -b, dev, and then origin dev. And now we're on the dev branch. So if we do git branch, the star should be on dev. There it is. Perfect. So what do we want to do? Now, let's go back real here. If we go to the sandbox, oh, that's weird. Sandbox is there. I thought it would have not been there. Let's see here. I guess I was wrong. Let's see here. So we are in, let's see what branch we're on. Maybe we don't have to do that. Usually, okay, so usually it doesn't, usually the code doesn't stay in the local like that, and it did this time, which is kind of weird. So let me see, this will be easier. All right, so it says it's up to date. So that's where I knew something was wrong. So let me clear this real quick. Git branch, where are we at? We're there locally. It's so weird. So let's do this because we already know we have a backup of, actually, we have a backup of it. So let's delete this real quick. Okay. So let's take the file that we did back up and put it over here because this is what should have happened. This should have been cleared out of here altogether. I'm gonna paste that in there. That's what should have happened, but it didn't. So I'm gonna do Git Status. It should be red. That's what we want. Go and check that. It should clear it out automatically. I don't know why it didn't. So what I'm gonna do is git add dot, and then I'm gonna do Git Status. It should be green. Yep. Git commit, and then say adding iOS shell to, or put this. Merging iOS shell from Nick's branch to dev. Perfect. And then he merged it. I know it's asking for git config global username, so let me set that up real quick. Jeffrey, perfect. Oh, you gonna play games with me? All right, I'm not worried about it. It did it. So I'll put that Shark. Huh, I don't know why it's acting weird. I'm not worried about it. So we did commit it, and so let's see if we can push it up. Yeah, I figured let's push it anyways. All right, so now let's go out to the website here. And let's go into the dev branch. All right, so the code's out there. All right, so now what has to happen? So let's say that my name is Gavin. So Gavin has to do something with the code. All right, so this is what happened. Gavin logs in. He goes in and says, all right, let me do a git branch. Obviously, he would just have master. So he needs to check out, what's he need to do? He needs to check out something else. Now, this is what would happen. Is you got, for now, we're not going to, we could do pull request. You could do a new pull request. But to make things simple, we'll talk about this later, how to do pull requests. Let's just Slack each other and say, hey, you know what, code's ready to be reviewed, blah, blah, blah. So go with Slack for now. I'll show you guys how to do that. I don't want to add a wrench into the game. Let's just keep it simple for now. Let's see here. For now, we know that Gavin got a message from Nick that the code's ready to go, or maybe you could go out onto the Azure site and see that it's been completed. Now it's up to you, blah, blah, blah. The important thing is we need to be consistent and keep the same code running. We can't use different code. It'll mess everything up. All right, so we are playing a role with Gavin. He needs to get the dev stuff down into his branch. So let's see. I'm trying to think. All right, so let's do this. I think this will be a good idea. So let's really play the role of Gavin. So cd out of here, and I'm gonna make a new directory. I'm gonna call it Gavin Git. All right, I'm gonna go into Gavin Git, and it's gonna be clear. It's never gonna have anything in it. So what he's gonna do is he's gonna go on dev branch. He's gonna go, it doesn't matter what branch he's on. He's gonna clone it. So he's gonna do Git Clone. All right, now it's under my name, but not his name, but you get my gist, ls. Now if he does a git branch, he should just have, ooh, what's going on? Oh, I need a cd into sandbox. There we go. So now let's do git branch. All right, cool. So now he only has a master branch. That's fine. Now if he does git branch -a, it should have all those branches. Perfect. So his first job is he needs to get the code from dev first. So what's he do? He does a git branch b checkout. Oh. Checkout -b, and then he's going to do dev, which is local, and then origin dev, which is remote. All right, what'd that do? All right, so apparently I don't remember how to type. All right, so we want to do git checkout -b dev origin dev. All right, so now we're on the dev branch. So if we do a git checkout, I'm sorry, git branch -a, you see that we're on dev. Perfect. If he does an ls, look at that. He has a code in there. Perfect. Perfect. Now what you don't want to do, you don't want to do the coding on the dev branch. So don't do it on this branch locally. So what you want to do is do it in your playground so you don't F it up. So not to be crazy about it, but I'm just telling you guys the honest God's truth. So let's do this. Go out in the sandbox. Oops, it was my sandbox, wasn't it? Let's just see where we're at. It was Gavin's sandbox. So git and then Gavin. So Gavin get. All right, so he knows he has the code here. Oops. He's gonna make a backup of it real quick. Pretty straightforward. Copy it. He's gonna create a folder here called BAK. He's gonna throw it in there. He's gonna paste in there. Perfect. All right, good. So now he has the code in there. So now what he wants to do is clear it again. Git branch. He has these branches. He needs his own branch. So he knows that he has one out there, so he's going to do git checkout. Actually, let's just make life easy. See if it comes up. All right, there we go. So he's going to do Gavin's branch, and then he's going to do, instead of origin dev, he's going to do Gavin's branch. Actually, you know what? Let me think about this. Yeah, Gavin's branch, perfect. All right, so now if he goes to ls, he has nothing out there. No big deal. So he goes into his backup folder, copies it, goes over here, paste it. All right, so now if he does git status, he's good. So now what he could do is he could go and open this file up. So let me close it up real quick. I'm gonna close this up. All right, so now what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna open this up. All right, so now he's gonna come out in the storyboard. And let's do this as if we're really doing something. Click on it, he deletes it. He's gonna come out here. He's gonna do tab bar controller. Just like that. All right, perfect. Maybe perfect. All right, good. All right, I'm trying to finish this up because I am going to work out and I need to work out. There we go. Perfect. There you go. That's it. So that's all he's doing for now, for example. So he saves it. That's it. All right, it's in that directory. So now if he does git status, he should have changes to it, which he does. Let's see what branch I'm on real quick. All right, so we're going to do git add dot git commit. He's going to say edit tab bar controller. You want to put exactly what you did. Perfect. He's going to do git push origin, which pushes it to his local branch remotely. So let's go to Sam, but well, just do this real quick. Gavin's branch. He has a commit. Perfect. So then what he's going to do is now he needs to push it up to the dev branch. So let's go out to his directory real quick. I probably have 8,000 directories open up right now. So not sure where all the directories are at. All right, I'll just do this real quick. So we're almost done here. Real quick, we'll go out to Git. Oops. We'll go out to Gavin's Git. We'll go out to Sandbox. We're gonna copy this real quick. Well, let's do this real quick. Let's go into backup. Delete that. Oops. Delete it. Perfect. Go in here. There's another way of doing this, and I'll show you guys the other way. But for now, I think it's as simple for you guys to remember. He pastes it in here. He has it backed up. Perfect. All right. So now he needs to, let's see what branches he has locally. He has the dev branch. So all he has to do is git checkout dev. He doesn't have to do that other stuff anymore. So now if we do git branch, make sure you're on the right branch. He's on dev. All right. So ls, he has that old one in there, which is fine, but he needs to replace it with this backup one. Okay, because remember, everything's changed now. Copies it, goes into Sandbox. He's just going to paste it in here real quick. Yes, replace everything. Perfect. Now he does git status. He should have a change. Perfect. See, things have been modified. The storyboard has been modified. So we're going to do git add auth. Perfect. And then he's going to commit it and say edit tab bar controller to storyboard. Perfect. And then he's going to push origin to the dev branch. Perfect. And then he comes out to the dev branch. Look at that. And look at this stuff that we have here. iOS shell next branch to dev. His tab bar. So you see here, even though it's my name, but you see what we're doing here. This is what I need you guys to do. I'll show you guys how to do pull requests. I do have a video on pull requests. But for now, let's not make it too difficult. After next week, we'll start doing pull requests and assigning it to other people as well. So we'll make this a real environment. For now, That's it. So hopefully you guys get it, literally, and you guys will be good. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.